Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. So, welcome to the Serene podcast. So, this is not my first rodeo. So, I have a lot of content to distribute, but sometimes what I lack is time. But it's not an excuse, which brings me to everything I want to speak about. Learning to navigate this reality, learning to navigate 2024. So, there are many things you need to know, but a few things you need to apply. So, you have actually many, well, pretty much as positive, you have negative forces because this reality is based upon duality. Uh, so you need to know that when you emit a positive frequency, it's very probable, it's very possible that you will encounter a negative one. So what you need to do is remain as neutral as possible because by doing so, you will be certain that you're on the right path, you know? You don't need to be afraid of speaking positive and saying the negative when it's necessary, when you have no other choice. Even so, even then, you can still choose the neutral path, the neutral option, because everybody harvests what you know, they reap what they planted, right? So you reap what you sow. That's the saying. So you need to be very aware that you will not reap, you will not harvest what you didn't sow. But do you really want to be by the side of someone that is reaping a lot of bad seeds, a lot of bad fruits, a lot of things that they won't even be able to consume because they didn't take care of it? They didn't water, the harvest. They didn't do what was supposed to be done for reaping good fruits. So do you want to be by the side of someone like that? Because that's very possible. You are someone positive, you are an enlightened being, you are a good person, a good-hearted person, but you are surrounded by vampires. Yeah, they exist. It's very real. But I won't get into that so much. But just know it. It's very real. So it also brings me to another subject. It's pretty much all that you can imagine, all that you read, all that you saw, all the movies, all the creatures, they are all real. Yeah, they are, but doesn't mean they will affect you, doesn't mean they will have a power over you. It just means that they are alive and it's okay. Do you want to keep them from existing? No, you just need to exist yourself and learn to cohabit, to live with them, to understand their work, you know? So the negative entities, they will bring out the negative in you. So you can remain as positive as possible during as much time as possible. Because when you see the negativity in you arise, you have a choice when it comes out to align and bring this negativity to be constructive. So when you feel a certain, you know, when you hear a certain thought, you know, when you feel a certain emotion that you really just want to like, you're just in a bad mood, you just want to complain, you just want to say all the things that have been bothering you, you want to do that, but you know that it won't bring anywhere, it won't bring you anywhere. So you need to calculate your steps, your moves, so that when you really bring this darkness into light, it won't startle no one. You will be productive, you will be constructive, you will be enlightening. So what I try to do is this, I try to remain as neutral, as calm as possible in front of adversity, in front of these situations, that it's clear as day that the darkness is winning. But it's just that it's teaching, yeah, negative entities, the reptilians, they're real, but they can't have power over you if you don't let it. They can try to touch the people around you. That's what's been happening to me. I'm living somewhere, and when they can't touch me, they go to the people beside me and they influence them to a point of pressuring me and try to infiltrate their energy into my life, right? And this energy brings doubt, brings depression, anxiety, rush. So it's all energies and states of being that are not serene, are not of high vibration. Why? Because it rushes your spirit, it crushes your spirit, it disturbs your mind, and it overuses your body. So you need to understand these, understand the words have power. If you say understand, you're staying under, but if you say understand, means you're staying in the knowledge, or you can even overstand, which is more. So everything you say has power, and you need to accept that and know that, because literally what doesn't kill you make you stronger, or kills you, it does. You're going to die by your own actions, by your own words, by your own manifestations, because that's how powerful you are. So why do I do this podcast? Because I have knowledge and I need to share, because I want to attract my tribe. I want to enlighten my people. I want to unite once again. But there are many false teachers, false light teachers, because they are lost themselves. They think they have nothing else to learn anymore. They think they are on the master path, but we are always student master, master student. And we can teach, but we need to be open to continue to learn. Otherwise, we'll come as arrogant, we'll come as prepotent, right? Super potent, like overpotent. So you have the choice. Do you want to remain the same reality where people disrespect you, or you want to grow and expand and see that no one has the power, no one has, the job to teach you, no one has the right to put you down, man, like for real. I myself just came out of a big, expansion from my heart. Like I was working at the beach doing a job that I've been doing for a while, but on and off. And then, it's just this relation between employee and, manager and boss, boss and employee, which is supposed to have mutual respect, because actually the boss needs the employees more, because getting new employees all the time is tiring, it's boring, it's expensive. So if you train your employee right, they won't quit, they won't leave. But you see this rotation because people are not getting respect enough. They're not getting the directions well given. They are always kind of lost, and so we need to give the employees more and more, and teach them to be their own boss, but continue to contribute to the company. Like you're not only there for the money. That's the thing. When you're not there only for the money, you will stay there. You have many reasons to do so. So I expanded in this way with my current boss. I told him, you know what? Like I won't talk, because like the sub, the manager, let's say the second in command, was trying to tell me stuff, but he was being rude and he was being arrogant and he wasn't being as good as he could be. So I had to say, you know what, like I didn't say anything then, but when it came to the right time, I said, man, you know what, bro, like you're fake, man, because you want you want to be my friend, but then you treat me wrong. You treat me like garbage, like a slave. I'm not a slave, man. I'm your partner. I'm your co-worker. You know, we are all co-workers in this earth, but we're so caught up in our own goals that we forget community values. We forget, you know, what's really important, which is learning to live and let live without trying to order anyone around and trying to tell them how to live. It should be something natural. It should be something we show, not order or make someone do. So this is the Serene One podcast, and it's always these kinds of subject: liberating, freedom, expansion, light, knowledge. This is what we talk about. So um, I won't keep so long. Maybe I may do 5 more minutes. I want to do some other things, but um, to finish it all, I want to speak about this. Like you can't let people tell you what to do. Like, yes, you can accept um, tips, you know, recommendations, but you cannot let people tell you what to do. If your heart is telling you otherwise, if your intuition is telling you otherwise, yeah, you can learn with them, but they need to learn to respect you first. Because, yo, if you don't respect someone, how can you like receive their value? You're not even giving value to them in the first place. Because when you value someone, you respect them. If you treat them badly, it shows you give them no value. Because what don't you give value? You know, garbage maybe, right? Even garbage should have value. We should be able to recycle. Everything has value, you know? Everything around us is alive, you know? Everything is energy, solidified, you know, um, gasified, you know, liquid. It's all energy in a form of matter, you know? Matter is energy, and we are matter, and we are energy. You know, we have all the elements possible in our body, you know. So remember that you are not only a part of the universe, you are the universe in a part, in a little part, in a little fragment. That's what you are, man. Like when you really embody this, you understand that, oh my gosh, I have so much power, but I need to be careful. And then another chapter of your life begins. You need to humble your power and direct it, you know, direct it with some new skills, you know, telekinesis, you know, like energy push, you know, you train with the plastic cup, you know, at first. So yeah, it's wind, but wind, what is wind? It's ether, and ether is chi, basically. You are electricity, you are magnetism, you are electromagnetic being. So in one hand you attract, in the other you expand, and that's the positive and the negative, you know. So when you learn to use it, you learn to balance, you know that sometimes you will feel down, but then when you step up, then when you climb those stairs, it's gonna feel amazing, you know. You just can't give up. You just can't let other people put you down. You just can't put yourself down, put other people down to make yourself feel bigger. Fuck you. Sorry, my bad. But F you if you do that, you know? You're not a vampire, bro. You know? And yeah, sometimes you have to say the negative shit, but it's uh it's not so frequent, you know. You can, negative and positive, like we said, are two spectrums. So if you remain neutral, maybe it is the best option, because then the the person um, will inhale their own venom, their own negativity. So if you remain neutral, on the spectrum, the energy will fight themselves. You let the spectrums balance themselves out without your intervention. So yeah, thank you very much for listening. Um, I'll try to do these more often, but I'm always doing content, making new content. Um, and yeah, man, let's see each other. This is the Serene One podcast. Why the Serene One? Because serenity for me is neutrality, and is the closer word to universality, with the closer word that I can find that describes um, the goal of God. I think He designed us to be serene beings. Just chilling and not fighting each other for nothing. Like, that's crazy. But anywho, anyhow, thank you for watching. Let's see each other later.